Hi guys, it's Lily here. And yes, your eyes do not deceive you. This is indeed an Amazon package with another Filofax inside. I know this looks bad, but consider the following 2 points. A, at least I stopped ordering Hobonichis for the while, because this is quite a bit cheaper. And B, I think I'm running out of Filofaxes to buy, because as far as I can tell, there aren't any other A5 synthetic leather designs and colors that I like right now. So I think I'm safe for a while. So as you can see from the title, this is the A5 Domino in turquoise, and I'm really excited about this because I've seen quite a few unboxings of these, and I think that it looks beautiful, and I like the design, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. So I haven't actually, well, I kind of just opened the packaging and looked inside, but I haven't unwrapped anything. So let's see what it looks like. Oh, so beautiful. Okay, so it comes in this, it's kind of like a half plastic box with this, like the, I don't know what this is, this kind of protective sheet and some cardboard. So the half box and the sheet comes off, and there it is in all its glory. It looks beautiful. I really like the color. It's a bit lighter than like what I would normally go for. It's like my favorite colors are like purple and like sort of dark blue and like teal. But this is really nice. And it only comes in 2 colors, well, like 2 solid colors, this one and hot pink, and I don't like pink, so that made it easy. And then it also has 2 designs with like polka dots. There's like a purple and pink one, and then a dark blue, dark green, light green one, and I don't really like polka dots either, so that made it even easier. It has this really nice elastic. A lot of people have commented that it reminds them of Midori's, and since I haven't been successful at finding a Midori or like a Fodori that I like, I think this is a good sort of, I don't know, compromise, nod towards the world of Midori's. And I think it's quite convenient as well because the snaps, I like the snaps, but sometimes you can miss them. It's like, I don't know, I like the design, and it's also sort of a nice change. So let's take this off. And look at the inside. It's so beautiful. So here it says Filofax Domino Pattern A5 Organizer, and as many people have said, it just has this one full-length pocket here, so it doesn't give you a lot of room. Well, there are no card slots, so you can't really put much in here, which is fine for me because my plan for this, you might be wondering, what is this one going to be for? I'm kind of reaching the end of my current abilities to think of different uses for planners, but I'm happy with this one. This is going to be a meal planner. So our idea is that we're going to put like all of our favorite recipes in the front section, or like not the whole recipes, but just the ingredients, so that it will be easy to make shopping lists from them, because we can just check like what the ingredients are for all of it. Say like a rotation of, I don't know, like 10 things or something that we like. And then I have a section for shopping lists. And then have another section, like the calendar section, where we'll sort of like plan out the next week. So yeah, that's the idea for it. And I actually think that that will be useful. Like, I know I'm just trying to think of a reason why I need another planner, but at the moment it's kind of disorganized because we never know what we're going to want over the next week, and so like when I order the shopping, I often leave things off that we turn out to need, and then we have to like go back to Sainsbury's or something. So I think that this will actually improve our lives. So it's got another one of these, which I'll take off, and then this thing, which somebody very helpfully after my last review of the Saffiano, I didn't know what these were for, and she said that it's to protect the back of the binder from the rings. So thank you for that comment, because that was a mystery to me. And then the inserts come in this plastic, so I'll just take this off. Okay, so first we have the transparent fly leaf, which says Domino Pattern A5 Turquoise. I'm not sure how easy that is to take off. Quite easy. The Saffiano didn't have that. It was just a totally blank fly leaf, which I like better. Okay, it's gone now. And then it has this really nice sheet here that just says Filofax in a very similar color to the binder. On camera it actually looks almost identical, but in real life this looks greener than the binder itself. It's still a really nice color, and I think that what I'll do with this is sort of decorate it and write meal planner on it, so this will be a sort of like a title page. And then on the back I think I'll put in a table of contents about like what is going to be in each section. And then we have our 6 dividers. I like these Filofax dividers. They're not like that sturdy, but I think they're a sort of, I don't know, nice, smooth feel, and they're like kind of strong enough. And what I think I'll do with this is decorate this with postcards, possibly like food themed. I've been doing that on my other ring binders, which I'll show you in upcoming videos. I think that's somehow the way that I've arrived at personalizing these, rather than making my own dividers or ordering like personalized ones, because I had a look at Etsy and I saw like a lot of different amazing and fabulous dividers, and it was just so overwhelming. It was what is it called? It's like decision fatigue or choice fatigue or something like that, and I just couldn't decide on any of them. And so then I sort of evolved this system of putting postcards on that sort of like represent what the section is going to be about, if possible, and I like that because I can stick them on with washi tape, and it's fun, and it's like a little project, and it looks nice, and then it's really personalized. I guess even ordering one on Etsy would be personalized in a sense, but these are kind of like, they're not my own artwork, but like at least it's something that I've chosen completely myself, so that's what I will be doing. And it's kind of manageable as well, because I don't have a huge amount of time. Well, like I spend more time than I should, I guess, decorating these, but I still don't like kind of have a lot of time, so it's something that you can do relatively quickly if you just get some postcards and stick them on with washi. Then we've got the to-do lists, and I really like these to-do lists. It only gives you a couple, like 4. But I think that these are nice. I'm not sure whether or not I need them for this section. I might put them in my Saffiano because it would be quite useful for what I'm using that for. I don't think it's really worth using these for like things like shopping lists or anything else that this binder would be used for, anything to do with food. I don't think, because they're not specific to-do lists except for like, you know, buying ingredients, which is just going to be a shopping list, and that can be done on this kind of plain paper. Then we've got this gridded paper, which I really like. I said before in my other video, I like it when it has a sort of like an enclosure, when there's like a little frame around it. So I think that this is great. Again, I'm not sure what it would be useful for in this case. Possibly a conversion. If I got really into it, I could put in like sort of metric to imperial conversions for weights, because that's something that we often come across, because our main cookbook is this really fantastic vegan cookbook. It's called Isa Does It. I highly recommend it. It's amazing. And it's American, so she has a conversion chart in the back of the book, but it would be easy, like, since we're going to be using this, put all of our like favorite recipes from her books, she has more than one book, in here, then we could make a list of the common conversions and put them in here, because that might be easier, because the goal is not to have to like check the cookbooks all the time. If they're recipes that we know more or less how to make them because we've made them a few times, and we can just like check the ingredient list and, you know, like kind of make it without having to consult the cookbook. So that's the idea. That's another reason why I think the Domino will be good for this, because apparently it's really easy to clean, unlike, you know, most of the other Filofaxes. So it can withstand, like, you know, getting some spots and stains and things. I'm going to try to keep it quite clean anyway, though, because it's so beautiful. Then we have some blank paper, which again I don't think will be that useful for this. I don't actually use blank paper at all myself, but I might give this to James because he does sketches and things like that. Then we have some contacts, which I think I'll take out because I never use contacts for anything, and you have quite a few of them here. And this is my favourite. I really like the coloured paper. So you have dark blue, there are quite a few sheets of that, maybe 10. And then this green colour, which I think, oh no, it's not the same as the green on this front page here, it's lighter, but sort of in a similar green family. That's really nice. And then some pink. So I ordered a replacement pack of what I thought was this paper, the coloured paper, like just the standard coloured paper refills from Filofax in A5 size, and I was really surprised to discover that all of the shades were different. So there was pink, but it was a different pink, and there was green, but it was a different green, and a different blue. That was from my other, for the Saffiano. So I'm not sure what's up with that, because these seem to be the same ones that you get, like kind of the standard inserts that you get with the binder. So I think that I'll probably move these to my other Filofax and then put the replacements in here so that they're all, so that the colours match, because it turns out I'm kind of OCD about this sort of stuff. And so I put them in the other Filofax, and then it bothered me that like the colours didn't match. So yeah. And then we get to the diary. So I think that this is the standard week on 2 pages vertical spread. And again, you get this 2015 at a glance calendar, 2014 and 2016, and a personal information page which I'm going to take out, and you've got that in a few different languages. And then these information sheets, EU members, international information, religious festivals, 2015, notable dates, which I think I'll also take out, because for a meal planner, like, we really don't need any of this. Except, again, maybe for this sheet, because this one, because it's got the Jewish holidays, and as I mentioned before, that's quite convenient. And so, like, for meal planning, there's some Jewish holidays where there's like a specific food that that you make for them. So, like, say for Shavuot, which is coming up May 24th, it's like traditional to eat things like cheesecake and milk products, and so we make like vegan cheesecake or something on that date. So it would be useful actually to know when the holiday is, so that I can put that in the shopping list. Vegan cheese and stuff like that. And then we have 1 page of notes, and then it starts from January. So I'll be sadly getting rid of a lot of this. And then the plan for this, and we don't really need this level of detail on these inserts, although I really like the vertical pages with the times in general. That's like kind of my preferred layout. But for a meal planner, I mean, really, it could be quite minimalist. Like, we could have a week on 1 page, because all you're doing is like listing. I think it's essentially going to be dinner, because breakfast and lunch are a bit easier, you know, like you don't really have to, we don't put as much effort into them. But we were also thinking of using it for tracking things like what we feed Tails and Panda, our dogs, so that we can keep track of like how many vegetables they get, and you know, that like sort of they get enough variety. We thought it might be easier if we have it written down. So I think we'll obviously use these inserts while we've got them, and then we'll see, depending on how much we use these pages for, whether or not next year we just get a week on 1 page, whether that's enough, or whether we want to have a week on 2 pages. I think if we had a week on 2 pages, probably we would get the horizontal layout, but we'll see. I'm not really sure how it will go, because it might end up being, I've got quite a few planners now, so I don't want to get to the stage where like having the planners is just kind of more confusing than not having the planners. So we'll see. And then you have these inserts all the way until the beginning of January 2016, and then a couple of note pages, 3 note pages that are blank, and then a reminder, and then the ruler. I love the Filofax rulers, these are awesome. And then I also love, oh sorry, this is another fly leaf, which I think I'll keep in for the moment, although I'm not really sure what to do with this one. And then a top loading envelope. I love these. So for this planner, I'm not really sure whether anything needs to go in this. I might move this to my paper chase planner to put stickers in, because I wasn't really planning on putting stickers in this one, although I've totally got into the whole like decorating ringed planners like with washi tape and stickers and stuff over the last few weeks, as I'll show you on my next video, the setup of the Saffiano. So I think it somehow makes it more fun, like you you have a better relationship with the planner if it's a bit decorated. I don't really have this with my work planner, but with the other ones that are like kind of more for fun, I've like really got into like putting washi tape around the edges of the paper and stuff like that. So not any kind of like major decoration, but so I might think of something like food related stickers and things like that, or washi tape maybe, and put the stickers in here. I'll think about this. And then there's this pocket which you can use for a notebook. So I'll just show you what I had in mind for this. Okay, so I got this from Muji in preparation for this arriving. This is just a sort of reporter style notepad, like a list pad with tick boxes. And it seemed like a perfect shopping list size. So the idea was to put it in here and then make the shopping lists on here. I do like kind of most of the like weekly shopping online, so I wouldn't actually need it for that. But I thought if there were things that we needed, like extra things during the week, that we could write them on here, and then, you know, this is just like a tear out pad. So I like the idea of that. I'm not sure how that will work in practice, because realistically we could just write the list down in one of our other planners, like the ones that we take out with us. Like I always have my work planner with me when I go out, so I could just write them down in that. And like James has got his personal Filofax, so he could write them down in that. But I like the idea of this, so we'll try this and see if it works, and if we're not using it, then I'll take it out and do something else with this. It seems kind of sad for it to be empty. And then we have an elasticated pen loop. And as I said in my other video, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but it always seems to me that the Filofax pen loops, even the elastic ones, are not really that expandable. Like you can't put very big pens in them. So let me just experiment here. So I know that the Muji pens fit in them. The Muji erasable pens fit fine. But that's already kind of quite snug. This one seems like it might be a bit bigger than the Saffiano, so let's see if it can stand up to the friction challenge. I suspect not. It can! Just! It's quite snug, but it actually fits, whereas with my other Filofaxes that have elasticated pen loops, the Saffiano and the Flex, which also has an elasticated pen loop, it's like no way, it like doesn't fit these at all. So that is really exciting news, because one of the reasons that I switched over to the Muji erasable pens is because they're smaller and they'll fit in these pen loops. But I like them too, they're great. I like them just as much as the friction. The only thing I'd say that the friction is better at is that you have these click ones where you don't have to take the top off, and I really like that because I'm lazy. So that kind of gives it a bit of an edge, and it's quite nice to know that it will fit this. So that's good. I think I'll leave that there. And then on the back it says Filofax, and you have this like kind of little indentation which is for the elastic band. And I kind of thought when I've seen this in other videos, I've kind of thought that I wouldn't like this because it's like it mars the perfection of the nice glossy cover, but I think it's fine. It just sort of like gives us a little place to rest, and you don't see it when it's closed, and when it's open it's alright. If we just look at the side, it has these like kind of two buttons which look like they're in a, not really buttons, are these called buttons? I don't know what they are. These things, fixtures. Slightly different colour, I think, than the rest of it, which is nice because it makes like just a little bit of a contrast. And then it has the Filofax logo here. So I think that's it. That's the Filofax A5 Domino in patent turquoise. And once I've got it set up, I will make another video to show you how I'm using it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!